Let's open up a conversation about the unified model of hypnotherapy for trauma recovery. You know, when the first model of healing trauma and post-traumatic stress was developed, hypnotherapy played an essential role within it. But that was back in the 1800s. And up until now, there hasn't been a unified model of psychohypnotherapy that has hypnotherapy at the centre of its core in order to help heal trauma, in the same way that Pierre Janet used it way back in the day. Now, I believe that the main reason for this is that the majority of psychotherapists aren't aware of how effective hypnotherapy is in the treatment of trauma. And at the same time, many hypnotherapists believe that trauma therapy is beyond the scope of their abilities. And so up until now, they were not able to find the in-depth training that is required in order to be both confident and competent delivering trauma therapy. And you know, this really is unfortunate because trauma survivors, they're all around us. They're in our communities, they're in our families, they come to us in our clinics, and we often meet them in our workplace. Now, because there is such a massive shortage of trauma therapists, so many trauma survivors end up stuck on psychologists' waiting lists, many for years. And the thing is, they have no one local to turn to. But now, for the first time since the 1800s, you can become fully qualified to heal trauma through hypnosis and to become a hypnosis-focused traumatologist. You can now learn the unified psychohypnotherapeutic approach to healing trauma based on the work of the amazing Pierre Janet. Now, if you don't know about him, Janet developed a systematic phase-orientated hypnotherapy and psychotherapy model for the treatment of post-traumatic stress. And this happened way back in the 1800s. But what is so important about Janet's model is that it relied heavily on hypnosis. And Janet's model is what the world's leading psychologists today use as the foundation for their own developments in the field of trauma work. So we have people like Bessel van der Kolk, who wrote The Body Keeps Score. We have Judith Herman's seminal work called Trauma Recovery. We have Pat Ogden's Sensio-Motor Psychotherapy. We have Peter Levine's Somatic Experiencing. We have Babette Rothschild's 8 Keys to Safe Trauma Recovery. And we have Sue Johnson's Emotionally Focused Therapy. Now, each of these masters in their field uses the same systematic, phase-orientated approach to trauma that was first developed by Pierre Janet. Now, despite the fact that his original model was so heavily focused on hypnosis, hypnotherapists, counselors, and psychotherapists have never had access to a unified model of psychohypnotherapy for trauma recovery, even though so many of us who are helping clients to heal trauma are using hypnosis. So now you can learn the same 3-phased framework as developed by Janet, and you have the opportunity to put hypnotherapy back where it belongs, right in the centre of trauma therapy. Pierre Janet discovered that hypnotherapy made it so much easier for our clients to move through the 3 phases of treatment. And hypnosis made it so much easier and more effective to identify, to explore, and to modify traumatic memories and give our clients what the amazing Sue Johnson, the developer of emotionally focused therapy, calls a corrective experience. Now, when you learn how to heal trauma through hypnosis, you do so much more, because you also learn how to heal self-worth through hypnosis, how to heal attachment injuries through hypnosis, how to heal core wounds through hypnosis, how to heal self-esteem, how to heal self-confidence, how to heal self-sabotage, phobias, anxiety, stress-related conditions, psychosomatic illness, and so much more through hypnosis. So on this course, you're going to learn how to use the same three-phased approach that underpins the work of all of the great masters that we've spoken about here today, so that you can provide safe recovery and heal trauma in all of its guises by using hypnosis.